Hey you! Happy Tom Ford Tuesday! Where Tuesdays is all about Tom Ford beauty. Today we're going to dabble into some of the new extreme stuff from Tom Ford. We've got lippies and we've got two eye color quads. Yes! Gonna do a couple of looks, of course. Let's see what these goodies are all about. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with the lip products. Starting off with the packaging, very extreme, Tom Ford. The proper name of these is the Extreme Badass Lip Color. Those are the colors. Okay. These are set to deliver high impact matte finish with a metallic luster and a multifaceted pearlescence in just one stroke. The undeniably badass shades deliver matte color with a blend of light reflecting pigment and frosted chrome coverage. I like the sound of that, but I'm curious as to how that's going to actually look.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Really like the packaging because usually with extremes it's all silver, but these have this beautiful ombre, which is nice. I like it. It's very pretty. The unique stiletto bullet, that was fun. So I feel like that's going to be nice to apply and glide. Details are out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and remove my balm. I'm wearing the Lawless. It's got a little plumper to it, so it kind of smooths my lips and preps me up. I'm going to remove that and let's get into the lip swatches. We're going to start off with number 3, Blush Nu. She's quite nude, yeah. So definitely when we create our looks, I'll be mixing this in with one of the other colors. But here is what she looks like. So obviously, you will never catch me wearing this color all on its own. But here's what it looks like. Quickly moving on. Next one will be better, I promise. I definitely think that nude one is for mixing. Let's move on to this one. This is number 1. This is Scarlet Shock. Yes. Hello, white teeth. So it's definitely matte. It's got a little light reflecting pigment with a frosted chrome. So like when I go like this, you can see there's like little flakes in it. But it's very wearable. It's not something that you can only wear on certain occasions, shall we say. It's pretty. For a matte, it's not overly drying. I will give it that. It's very lightweight and it's very comfortable. This color's really pretty. I like this one. So after removing that shade, I got a little bit of staining, but what that tells me is they've got some pretty good staying power, but we'll have to see. I'll update you on that. But got a little staining from that previous color. But the next one is shade number 2, Luscious. That's so pretty. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Can kind of sort of see the little reflective pigments. Oh, they're so pretty. I like the shape of the bullet. Like, it definitely helps, that pointy part definitely helps being precise, but reality is you're going to wear it down over time. But it's nice. I will say that. Okay, here goes. Mmm. This one's my favorite. It's pinky purple, but a little more pinky. It's got the little reflex in it, but it works. And for a matte, it's actually pretty comfortable. Very nice. Okay. So those are the 3 new lipsticks. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun mixing with that nude shade. For me personally, I could never wear that all on its own. So it's going to be fun to mix the lip colors and the looks that we create with the new eye quads. So let's get to it, shall we? I'm just going to leave this lip color on for now. I like it. While we talk about the eye color quads. So these 2 new eye color quads are limited edition. So if you want them, grab them. They did come back in stock on Beautylish. That's where I got mine, on Beautylish. But wherever else I can find them for you, I'll definitely have them linked down below for you. But here is the packaging. Oh, there we go. So it's X1, which is Metallust, and X2, which is Lava Lust. Do come in a little white sleeve, which you guys know I like to hold on to because, yeah, it keeps your palette nice and clean. And check out this packaging. It's that same, like the lipstick, the ombre. It's very nice. So this is Lava Lustre. Wait, what is it called? Yeah, Lava Lustre. As you can see, there are no mattes or anything in this one. Oh, but I'm excited to try it out and see. Let's see if it's chunky or what, but we will see. Definitely look at this and think of like a pairing palette or just like a one and done kind of palette, but we'll see. We'll try it out and see. And then here's this beauty. This is number 1, X1 Metallust. A very practical color story, and I like that it gives you a little bit of everything. You've got 2 mattes and 2 sparkly shades. This is a nice color story, and it gives you a little bit of everything. So if you want to only do mattes, you can, or if you want to step it up, you can do that too. So 4 complementary shades let you mix and match to create a variety of statement-making looks. Ultra creamy texture glides onto the skin with extreme color payoff and smooth application. Presented in deluxe white to silver ombre packaging. So you can apply them with your fingers, your brush, or whatever you'd like. So, yes, we like that. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. So just for comparison's sake, really quick, and then we'll get into it. The Extreme products most always come in plain silver packaging. So I just wanted to show that to you side by side. So this really is a nice little touch. It's different. It's nice. So I picked up an extra palette for one of you. I picked up the Lava Lustre. She's brand new. Okay. Here's mine. Okay. Here's mine. Here is another one for one of you. So I have one for you and one for me. I just, I thought it would be nice to share one of these palettes with someone. All the rules and details and such, I'll have them down below in the description box. It's fairly simple, fairly easy. So check down below on how you can get your hands on this. So we are prepped, we are primed, we are ready to go. I think it's okay that I leave on this lip throughout this first look. Yeah, is that okay? Okay. I'm going to start off with this palette, the Metallust. Let's see how she picks up. Okay. And I'm just going to put that directly in the crease. I know it's not doing the most, but it's nice to have these type of shades so you can create a nice gradient. Same brush, we're going to go into that darker matte shade. Okay. That one is definitely a lot softer, so I got a little bit more kick up with that. But let's apply and see. I've got my mirror here with my magnification. Wow, this is blending super easy. I mean, you see that? Now, when it comes to the Extreme line from Tom Ford, it's, as it sounds, it's extreme. It's more intense. It's not your soft and pretty like some of the other palettes that we've been trying recently. You know, it's extreme. It's taking it there. So we're not really per se gonna be creating go-to soft looks for the everyday. We're gonna, you know, step it up a little bit, which is never a bad idea. I've got my Builder 3 from Sonia G. I definitely feel like with the brush, it's going to be a little lighter, but let's see. Yeah, that's fine. We'll build it up. And I will try it with my finger as well. It's very soft with the brush. Yes, we probably should wet it, but let's see first before we do all of those things. You know, with the brush and it being like super soft, it actually tones down that intensity. So you could definitely do this look with that soft application and a bold lip, and it doesn't overly clash things. If you're feeling sassy, you know what I mean? But let's wet this and see, because why not? Okay. Where's my Tom Ford spray? Here it is. Hello. So I'm actually going in with a synthetic brush. This is a MAC 195. Usually use it for concealer, but that's okay. So I'm actually going to pick up the product first. Okay. And then I'm going to wet my brush. So my brush is wet. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's a little bit more intense. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, there we go. You know what's really nice? We don't have any fallout. That's a big deal with a formula like this. But take a look, see at what it looks like after I've used it. It's nice. Okay. So look one. So for my next look, I'm going to start off with the darkest shade, and I'm going to apply that all over. Let's see. Make it just even more smoky goodness. You see how nice this dark shade blends? You don't have to do a lot. It blends really nicely. Really nicely. I'm going to clean off my brush. And then I'm going to go into the lighter shade. I am definitely getting a lot of kick up because it's soft. The powders are pretty soft, so I am getting a decent amount of kick up. But I'm going to just soften the edge with that lighter shade. Now, for the sake of just trying it this way, I'm going to use my finger in this shade here. It's very soft to the touch. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Yeah. So I feel like finger application is the way to go with this. But we got a little fallout with that. That's okay. We'll clean it up. And I am just patting. I'm not rubbing. Oh, Monique, where are you going? So with a finger application, I really like. I like it's more intense immediately. But what's nice is, I will say, with the brush, you can keep it a little softer, which is fine too. So it's nice we have those options, yes. But ultimately, the looks come together really nicely. So this, the tones are kind of subtle. Hold on a second. On the eyes. They look very different, swatched. This one's a little darker. This one's a little more pinky, but on my eyes, I can't really tell too much difference. Can you? Oh my. Okay, that's fine. Let's finish up this look. Let's do a little lipstick cocktail, and then let's get into the other eye color quad. For my cocktail today, I'm going to go in with that nude shade. What is that one called again? Blush Nu. All right, we got a little lipstick cocktail going on, and 2 looks on the eyes, although they do look quite similar. But we'll talk. I'll share my thoughts at the end. But here is our first 2 looks. All right, on to the next palette. I'm really curious about this formulation. The Lava Lustre. What is it called? Lava Lustre. This one. The color story is really pretty. Let's get it on the eyes. Right away, I can honestly say that this is definitely more like a pairing palette, but let's see. Let's see what I can do with it all on its own at first, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. Okay. Just lay down the colors with my finger, and then we'll blend with the brush, and then on the other eye, we'll use the brush. Okay? So I'm going to go into this shade right here. And let's start that here. That's so pretty. So pretty. So I'll put this color majority on the lid. Okay. I'm going to go into the darker color here and lay that one down. So pretty. I'm going to reapply that first color. This one. I feel like I need a little bit more. Okay. This is risky, but I'm going to do it. Just cleaning off my brush. I'm taking my S33 from Esum, And very, very, very like holding it way out here. I am gonna just like a super soft blend there. Now let's pick up this shade right here, and I am gonna use a brush. Alright, so that was our first eye, majority with the finger. These shadows just meld on the eye. They apply very smoothly. I didn't have any fallout. I got a little bit right here, and that was when I used the brush. So there's that. But here's what I'll do. Okay, I'm gonna get my Tom Ford spray ready because I feel like these are gonna go on really nice with them a little wet. Ooh. Ooh, you gotta be careful, guys. Look at that, it's crumbly. Whoa, it's like liquid gold. Whoa, okay. Dang. Wow. All right, so going in with that wet. Whoa. Yeah, it's really nice. Whoa. And then what I'll do is I'll go in with the more, I'll go in with this shade, the more pinky tone one, and we'll put that on the outer portion of the eye. Let's see. Trying to use this palette only to create our look today. So let's see. Okay. I think I'm gonna cheat just a little and tap where it's blended with my finger. Just so it looks seamless, you know? It's not harsh. Because this gold, wow, it's like liquid gold. That was nice. That was nice. Alright, so I cleaned off my brush. I am going to go into this lightest shade, the same one we used on the other eye for our inner highlight. Wow, okay. Look at that. So we used the damp brush, and then this is just the finger. Okay. Lava Lustre. The name suits the color story and the formulation quite well. And for my lipstick cocktail, I mixed the nude shade Blush Nu and the Scarlet Shock shade, which was the red one, to create this lip color. Yeah, but these are the two looks that I created using Lava Lustre. I did get a little bit of fallout when I used my brush, but for the most part I was able to dust it away rather easily with my brush. For this look, I used Peached Poison for my blush, and for my previous look, I used Sundrunk. Of course, it's Tom Ford Tuesday. You know the full face is Tom Ford, and per usual, everything we talk about and I used will be listed and linked for you down below in the description box. And hey, while you're down there, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like today's video. Subscribe if you haven't. Anywho, I have some thoughts. So let's talk. Let's talk about these new extreme products from Tom Ford. We'll say this, they're extreme, okay? The Extreme line, it's not meant for your everyday. It's when you want to take it up a couple of notches, but still able to wear it. But you want more. You know what I mean? You're definitely getting it with this collection. Let's talk a little bit more about the lipsticks. Really enjoy the packaging. It's very Tom Ford, you know, his traditional shape and size. The ombre is really nice. It's something a little different. We like it. The colors, you know, in my head, I always say if you're going to do a collection when you launch them all together, you would think that the colors were particularly made to be cohesive together. I don't know that the color story of the lipsticks all go with the color story of the eyeshadows, but that's just me. But what I do personally like is because I have all three, I'll be able to have some fun and create lipstick cocktails. Like this color right here is fun. To me, this is a fun color. I'll be able to wear it when I'm not wearing a crazy eye like this. You know, it's definitely a wearable color that you'll want to play around with and have some fun with. As far as the formulation, it's a matte formula, okay? So it is a little drying, but it's not excessive. I can handle it. I personally do not go out of my way to buy matte lipsticks, but I had to. It was Tom Ford, you know what I mean? But for the most part, the formula is quite comfortable and it's not overly drying, but it's a matte. So it's a little drying, but it is smooth and pigmented. And although it has that lustrous matte finish, it's not overly glittery or chrome-like where you can't wear it. It's nice. It's a nice formula and the colors are pretty. Don't think they personally go super cohesively with the other bits of the collection, but it's nice. Let's talk about Metallust. Really enjoy this packaging. For the Extreme, like I showed you prior, it's usually in that all silver packaging. But this is really nice. This is really nice. This is what my palette looks like now after I've used her. The matte shades are very soft, so I did get a good amount of kick up, but it's not the end of the world. It's okay. It's a soft formula, which in turn gives a very soft and beautiful blend. You're not going to have too much pigment just stuck and you're not able to work with it. So the formula on the mattes is really beautiful. Now these two shades, I like the formula. They're nice. And I like that I have that option. Whereas I go in with my brush, it gives me that soft, more delicate, scattered glitters. Okay. Or if you wet your brush, you get a little bit more intensity. Or if you go in with your finger, you get that, ooh, wow, hello, I have arrived. We love the versatility. It's nice. My issue, I have this issue quite a bit. A lot of times they'll swatch and you'll be able to see their color differences. But the moment I put them on my eyes, I can't tell. So as much as I enjoy this color story and I know I'm going to use it a ton, it's something that I want to reach for. It's giving me a little bit more than just like an all matte or just a traditional formulation from Tom Ford. The colors kind of just mesh and look the same, these two. But that doesn't mean it's not a good palette, okay? It's just that's the way it worked out on me and you were able to see for yourself. Does that happen to anybody else? Or am I the only one struggling with that? Let's talk about Lava Lustre. Definitely a pairing palette, okay? And it would pair really nice with the palette that it came out together with, okay? Because you've got those mattes in there. You can do a little something in the crease and then just pop one of these on the lid. Totally work fine. Couple of things. The formulation on this, if you're not careful, okay, and if you're a little rough, which who's going to be rough with a beautiful palette like this? But if you're a little bit more heavy-handed and like to dig into your palettes, I don't suggest you even dare touch this. This is not something that you want to dig into because it's going to get everywhere and it's going to be messy. But what is nice is the way I was able to apply just this whole entire eye look with my finger. 1, 2, 3, I'm done. Clean hands, of course. I don't need to keep telling you that. You should already know that. But I really like the way these applied with the finger and I didn't get any fallout. That was my biggest thing. I didn't get fallout. Because like fallout's the thing with these types of formulations. They're a little bit more glittery. you know, a little bit more chunky, but I didn't have that issue with this at all. I thought it was really nice. And even when I did go in with the brush and I wet the brush, it was like liquid gold. Like liquid gold. You see? My lash is not all the greatest, y'all. Forgive me. But do you see? Yes. Listen, I have no quarrels with this palette. It's definitely a pairing palette. I would, like I said, don't go into this digging it up, swirling your brush. It's not a palette. It's not that type of palette. You know what I mean? It's just not. And no, I'm not saying you have to go into this palette and baby it either. But I mean, for the type of formula that's in this palette, you should kind of know how to play around with it. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this color story. This is a very pretty color story. One thing did run into the same issue with this palette, because these two shades right here, can you tell the difference? You know, they ended up looking so similar on me. Oh my goodness. But I still am going to reach for the palette and do this look and use all those colors just because they're just so beautiful. In a sea of all the same, it's nice to have something a little bit different. So this Lava Lustre, it's giving me that. It's a nice pairing palette. It's not something that you're going to want to use every single day, but it's for those occasions where you need something a little extra. Even though it's a little bit more and a little more extra, it's still something that is wearable. It's not super unrealistic and not super impractical. You know what I mean? It's awesome. So to say the least, I'm quite happy with both of these palettes. And I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to share and give one of them to you. So don't forget, check down below in the description box for the details on how to enter to win the Lava Lustre one for yourself to have some fun with. And let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're thinking about this formulation, this color story, this whole little collection here added to the Extreme line from Tom Ford. Happy Tom Ford Tuesday, everyone! Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't. I will see you very, very soon. Stay beautiful, guys. Bye.